My friends, thank you for joining me this morning on the What If Wellness Facebook page to find just a little more peace in this crazy world that we are living in today. Because I think it is pretty crazy these days. And some of you are going through personal stress and chaos, and some people are going through political chaos, and some people are going through work chaos, and some people are going through a hurricane right now. And so, if I can help bring any peace to any of you, I am truly honored and grateful for you to show up today and work with me on this or play with me on this. The first thing I want to do is just take a couple great big deep breaths together, and I want you to move your arms while you do it if you can, if you're in a place where you can, and if your arms can work to do it. Take a great big deep breath in and raise up your arms. And let it out as you drop your arms. And ideally, you would have a little bit shorter in-breath and a little bit longer out-breath. So let's do that 3 times together. Ready? Ready, in. And out. And if you can, make a little noise while you're going on the out-breath so that it feels even more satisfying. And also, if you can, just feel it filling up your lungs. Feel it, just imagine it being peace. Whatever you think of as peace, whatever color, flavor, texture peace is, imagine breathing that into your body. So here we go on breath number 2. And breath number 3. All right, so now we've gotten just a little bit of breath and motion, which are 2 really important things for changing how our brains work, to getting us into a place of peace out of stress and anxiety, and even sometimes shifting you completely from fight or flight into a more peaceful place in your nervous system. So the next thing I want to do real quick, I'm hoping to do all of these things fairly quickly, is to just ask a few what-if questions that will also help shift your brain into curiosity. So just repeat these questions after me out loud if you can, and if you can't, wherever you are, just think them as you're hearing them. The first one is, and I can't see, I don't have a visual of me while I'm speaking, so I can't tell if you're actually seeing these or not. If not, I will post them in the comments for after the video. But the first one is, who would I be without this fear? And what if my darkness before my dawn, also known as your chaos and your fear, has its own beauty, grace, and power? This was my card for myself yesterday. I was in my own darkness, and I just trust that there's a purpose for it and that it has beauty, that there's something beautiful about that place inside of me that I sometimes don't like. And the next question this is the one that gets me through all of these really, really hard times. And it is, what if everything is falling into place perfectly, even if it looks like it's falling apart? And we know that that's true. I used a fall picture for this one because everybody knows that the forest falls apart at this time of the year in places where you have seasonal forests. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, but if you are in a place where every year the forest falls apart, every spring you also see that it comes right back together. And you just trust that even though it looks like things are going a little crazy, that it actually is falling into a perfect place. And then the last one, because this is my healing and the thing that is it's really important to me. I use laughter as one of my most powerful tools. So here it is in picture and word format. What if I laugh and laugh and laugh? What if we laugh and laugh and laugh? Would that make us feel a little bit better? And last week I actually used that technique for myself, smiling and laughing, fake smiling and laughing, because even just doing that, just turning the corners up at the end of your mouth when you're ready to feel better. I'm never against feeling the yuck first, but when you're ready to feel better, when you're ready to feel more peaceful, when you're ready to be back into your power and your joy, what if you just have to turn up the ends of your mouth and even fake laugh to change the neurology or the chemistry of your brain so that it starts believing that you're already there? It's a really cool thing about our bodies is that our brains influence our emotions, and then our emotions and our bodies can influence our brains. It's a really cool I don't think it's symbiosis, but a really cool back and forth that we have so that we can always get back into our power, even if we think we can't. If we just remember that there are some simple physical and biological rules that help us get there, we can use those even if we feel like they're impossible. So I wanted to give you those what if questions so that you can ask them anytime you want to. Who would I be without this fear? What if things are falling perfectly into place, even if they look like they're falling apart? What if I laugh and laugh and laugh? So just ask those questions, and now we're going to tap along with those questions so that you can feel what it feels like to shift it in your brain and in your body. So for tapping, I don't know if you've never done it before, then I recommend you just Google how to tap to go a little deeper into it. I don't think I even have a basic video on my website, but there are thousands of basic videos on not Facebook, on YouTube, maybe Facebook too, but it's harder to find. So you can just go and Google that. You can follow me today, but if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can just Google that and watch any of them, and you'll get the basics that you might want for background today. Or you can go to EFTuniverse.com and download the full free manual on how to do tapping. And again, that's not my website, that is an EFT website. So today we're just going to repeat after me on tapping these questions into our bodies and clearing anything that might be in the way. So go ahead and take one great big deep breath again. And feel your body. And when you feel your body, I just want you to see if there's any aches and pains or tightness or just anything already happening in your body, so that you know what your baseline is before we tap. And then I want you to say the words, I deserve to feel great peace. And find where your body reacts to that. If you get a feeling that feels like, yes, I do, that's great. But sometimes we get like a little in our gut, or our jaw gets tight, or we even clench our jaw, or there might be a pain up the back of your neck. And I've had some interesting people have been feeling things in their fingers recently, a lot of my clients, and I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's just happening. And so any place you feel it in your body is okay. I just want you to note it. So I deserve great peace. And when I say it, I get a light yes, but at the same time I get a in my gut. So I don't know what that's about, but somehow my body thinks that there's a reason that I can't have it. And I'm going to allow that feeling to be part of my tapping. So as I'm tapping, I'm going to feel that feeling in my gut and let it go. And then I'm going to allow it to shift into more of the happy feeling in my chest. So you'll see how I do that as I tap. I just wanted to give you an example of where I'm feeling it so that you know what you should be doing for how you're feeling it in your body. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and tap on the outside of our hands, starting by take your finger to follow your pinky down to the fatty part of your hand, and this is where we do the setup phrase. And we're going to do mostly basic EFT right now. And if you'd also like not just the general idea of it, you can go ahead and give your feeling a number. So in my gut, on a scale of 0 to 10, the feeling was I'd say like a 3 or 4. It wasn't bad. I don't have great resistance to peace. And then the feeling in my chest was probably like a 5 or a 6, so it's already growing into what I want. So give yourself a number, and you can use that to measure at the end of the tapping whether or not you feel like this made a difference today. So even though I have this feeling in my body, when I ask myself, or when I tell myself I can have great peace, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So just repeat after me whatever I'm saying. If something feels wrong to you, change the wording until it feels okay to you. Even though I sometimes feel like I don't deserve to be peaceful, that there's so much chaos all around me, it's impossible, or I'm part of the chaos, so how could I have peace when everybody else is in so much pain? What if I'm allowed to have peace? What if it's necessary for me to have peace today? What if the world needs me to feel peaceful today, even if for just 5 minutes? Even though I don't know how I'm going to feel peaceful today, I love, accept, and forgive myself and anyone else that causes me to doubt my deserving great peace. So that's the setup phrase, and I've been tapping that point this whole time. And now we're going to go up to the eyebrow point right here at the end of the eyebrows and just say, who would I be without this fear? And then we're going to go to the outside of the eye and say, what would my life look like if I were allowed to have deep peace today? Right now, for even 1 minute. Now we're going to go underneath the eyes and say, what if everything is falling into place perfectly? Whoa, that one got a woo through my gut. Who would I be if I could believe everything is falling into place perfectly? No matter who wins the election, no matter what I do to help the election happen, no matter who says anything to me today about how my hair looks, or whatever, I don't know. How do I stay in my peace? What if it all is falling into place perfectly? Chin point, and it's actually the indentation above the chin. What if, even if I make a mistake today, if I do something wrong, what if that actually helps me create more peace in the world in the long run? What if every mistake I make has led to something better, even if it looked like it started to lead to something not so good? Collarbone point. What if I'm allowed to feel deep peace today? And at this point, I want you to take a great big deep breath. And then underneath the armpit, who would I be different? How would I be different in this world today? This is underneath your armpit, just a few inches. How would I be different if I felt more peaceful today? What would my life look like if I knew I could be peaceful all day today, or even for 15 minutes today? Top of the head. What would it mean for me and people around me if I could be peaceful today? What if I deserve to feel peaceful today? Who would I be if I could feel peaceful today? What if I choose to feel peaceful today? I choose that now. I choose to feel peaceful today. So now focus on that feeling that you want to have in your body. So right now I have this feeling that I want to grow in my chest. So I'm going to start adding to that. I'm going to start imagining that feeling growing a little bit. What if I can feel that peace today? What if I can let go of the yuck and start feeling more of the yum of my life? What if I can choose that? I choose to feel more peaceful now. I allow it. I expect it. I accept it. I feel it. I'm excited for it. I command it. I demand it. I demand more peace now. What if it's possible? I'm so excited to find out. So now, great big deep breath. And then you say the sentence again. I deserve great peace. And you feel your body again. And I'd say that my feeling in my gut is down to maybe a 1. And the feeling in my chest is up to maybe a 7. So I would repeat that again, and then again if needed, and just keep playing with the words about what you most need, tapping the points and breathing. And that's really all there is to it for tapping and asking what if questions to create more peace in your life today. I would love it if you could share on this Facebook page what it is that you are coming up with for your question today, and then also the question you focus on for peace, like what if everything's falling perfectly into place, and then also what kind of feelings you got when you did the tapping. And if you have any questions, please post those or directly message me or email me at jennifer@whatifwellness.net. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Take care and be well, and go in peace, my friends.